So what do you do about collecting a judgment from a lawsuit? Ideally, you'll start the process before litigation, get a snapshot of the assets of the potential debtor. That way, when the judgment is issued later, you can compare the assets then versus what happened before the lawsuit began. If you do get a judgment, at that time, you want to get an affidavit of assets through the court process before the case is closed. So that way you can have the client state for the record what their assets are then, so there's no question or no variables about what happened to their assets after that judgment's issued. Be aware that the debtor will be taking precautions during the litigation. If they see that it's not going in their favor, they may take some precautions to protect assets or to hide assets from you as the creditor. Discovery of that bad faith might be valuable later when you look to collect on that judgment. Do another snapshot 90 days after the judgment so you can include questions in the deposition about what's happening with their assets and what's happening with their finances. So if you have a snapshot before the case started and a snapshot of their assets when the judgment's issued, and then one maybe 2 or 3 months later, you can compare the three and see where that flow of funds went. It'll be very valuable in collecting assets and also to discover any kind of hiding of assets or bad faith that might be valuable in a court process.